Well, we are weeks away from the start of the new school year, so that means no more late nights for the kids and getting back into a normal routine. So my friend here, Lindsey Barron with Rocket City Mom, she's joining us with a few tips to make going back to school a little bit of a smoother transition for both you and your kids. So good morning to you.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming on.
Absolutely.
Now, prior to you coming on, I went online, rocketcitymom.com, and I saw that you all had the back to school guide up. So walk us through it for some who may not be familiar with it.
So on our website, that back to school guide has all the things, everything you may need for a new kindergartner going into school. So they've never been anywhere but at home, so that might be a little scary. It's got everything you might need to know if you've got one transitioning into middle school, or if you've got that senior this year and you might need to keep the Kleenex with you a little more often than you thought. And then it's got all the resources, right? So everywhere that you can get your school supplies. If you need free school supplies, we've located that there as well. If you need tutoring resources, if you see your students getting a little bit behind at the beginning of the school year, we laid it out for you. You don't have to search far for it. If you can't find it there, let us know. That means we need to do a little more homework on our end.
I love it. It's like a one-stop shop for parents, for guardians. I know I have two little ones. My little one is about to go to school for the first time. And me, like a lot of folks who's watching this right now, kind of freaking out. Just thinking about like, what are they going to expect? How are they going to react? So what's a tip that you recommend and that you use with your kids?
One thing that we recommend, especially for littles going in, is if you have an opportunity to get them in that school, in a classroom, meet the teachers, walk the halls. So if they do orientation, go to orientation. Walk the halls, take your time that day. There's going to be a lot of kids around. There'll be a lot of parents around. Let your little ask questions. If you can take their supplies in so that they can put them in their cubbies or wherever they're going to go, take their supplies in. And then more than anything, be prepared the night before, especially for that first night. Lay your clothes out. Make sure they know what those clothes are so we don't have meltdowns in the morning. And then also, if you're packing up lunch, make sure that you pre-pack that so that you're not dealing with lunch in the morning. If it's a fridge lunch, get it in the fridge so that lunches are prepped and ready, backpacks are prepped and ready, clothes are out. So all we got to do is we got to get up, wake up, which has been hard.
I was going to say, that's half the battle.
If we can wake them up and we can get clothes on and we can brush teeth and we know what we're having for breakfast, it will make for a much smoother first day of school.
I love that. And all of these tips that you have as well are online on the back to school guide, right?
They are.
So what are some of the resources that most people would not think about, but you say, hey, you really, really need to do this in order to get your kids ready?
One thing that parents don't often notice until probably that first 9 weeks of school report card comes out is that their kid may be struggling, especially older students, because those grades, you may have online access to the grades, you may not keep up with them as often, and so the papers aren't coming home where you're seeing that they may be a little bit behind. So one thing that Madison County is offering this year is they've got an online tutoring resource that's free. Huntsville Madison County Public Library also has a free tutoring resource if you go into their facilities that you can use. Once you set up that account, you can use it at home as well. And so being able to spot that early, stay in tune with what skills are lacking, and help them build that up, which helps them with their confidence throughout the year. Grades are going to soar. Attitudes are going to be better for those older ones, and then they're also going to have confidence in the classroom.
And I think that is so instrumental because these tutoring programs, they are not cheap. They are very expensive, and they're offering it for free. One more time again, where can people go to learn more about the back to school guide and everything else you have going on?
All right, so check it out, rocketcitymom.com. Check it out on our website. It's on our homepage. And then once you get in there, there's a lot of different avenues that you can take. We've got those highlighted in sections, easy to click on. And then if you've got a question and you haven't found what you're looking for, you can message us through social media, and we will find what you need.
I love it. And you have to come back to do the fall guide, too, once you all release that as
ma'am.
well. Oh, my goodness, you are always great. A wealth of knowledge you are.
Thank you so much.
Thank you again, and make sure you stay with us. We'll be right back.